In World War II, there's a pigeon named G.I. Joe. They sent him with a message, and that message saved the whole battalion. Genghis Khan used to use them. And in the medieval days, they had dovecots, which were buildings that the pigeons nested in, and they would use the pigeons for meat, messages, and then the manure for fertilizer. My name is Jim Garry, and I breed and race pigeons. The name of my loft is Garry Family Loft because my wife, my brothers, and my sister all help me. My wife helps me a lot. When I was in the hospital, she was teaching in Richmond. She would drive from Richmond back home to Pacheco, make me dinner, and bring it out to the hospital in Vallejo. And then her and my son Jason came at least 5 times a week.
Are you going to get in your scooter?
Yeah. Rocky. For some reason, this is a kill zone to him. You wouldn't know he was my own dog. And now Marky's okay. All right, Marky, let's go check the birds. I'm disabled, so I have physical drawbacks, but actually with Tom's help and the wheelchair and the scooter, I can do everything. And then I have a lot of help from breeders that come to my house and help me. Yeah, that's me. I'm 14 years old with a sharp-shinned hawk. And then below it's my red-tailed hawk, Tasha. And then Chris had that home is wherever I am because he traveled the world. I was born in Springfield, Massachusetts. My father was a World War II fighter pilot. So he fought in the Pacific Theater. So he came through Alameda and decided that that's where he wanted to live. As far back as I could remember, I've been fascinated by hawks and falcons. So it just happened that our neighbor 2 houses away had hawks and falcons. So he helped me get going. My first hawk was a red-tailed hawk named Tasha. And she used to follow me from my house on Oakdean Court up Scotts Lane to the Walnut Heights School. And she would stay out on the hill for an hour or so while I went into my friend's house. And one day, a guy was going to school with the lunch bag, so she thought it was a lure. So she dived at him and he threw his lunch to her. That was funny. And then I wanted pigeons, but my dad said I had enough. He said, you got your hawks, your dog, and your horse. So that was enough. My brother-in-law, Debert Souza, was racing, so he helped me get started. So this is a grit ball, a pickstone. So it's kind of loose, but then underneath it's harder. And the pigeons love it. My pigeons mean to me a lot. I love to watch them fly and just to look at them. Watching them grow from eggs to babies to 6 weeks old when they can fly. They definitely develop a bond between themselves and the people taking care of them. Like they know my brother Tom because he comes over once a week. In 1990, when my first son Chris was born, I gave the falcons away so that I could spend time with him. Because if you want a good dog or a good bird, you keep it with you all the time. So that's how I raised him and his brother Jason. There's Chris and him deployed, and then those are 13 of his medals. That was taken 2 hours before he passed. And he told Jason the week before he passed that he was loving life. He was working out, shooting, and exercising. So that was a big comfort. And then I like this. Expect a miracle, make miracles happen. Chris had a really strong faith.
Hey, look, look.
Woo! There comes a big group.
They're coming. They're coming.
Anybody see who it is? There they go. Look at. $370 miles. It's incredible. Garry family? Garry family left? First. Here, let me see if I can.
Loft, Texas.
Me and Tom were cleaning the stock loft, and my brother-in-law Debert called and said, "Hey Jim, you just won the Longhorn race." And I said, "Really?" He goes, "Yeah." So then I called up Mike Billis and I said, "Mike, did I win?" He goes, "Your name's in there." And I'd won the race. And that was the 22,000. So that was very exciting. We did this memorial garden for our oldest son, Chris. He had 4 deployments and he passed away in 2017 while guarding the U.S. diplomats in Baghdad from a tragic accident. And then a month later, I had my 4th stroke. I've been in a hospital twice where I was paralyzed. And as long as I could see a pinhole of light, from the help of Jesus, I was fine. And I have a strong family with my brothers, Tim, Joe, Tom, and Becky, that always support me. So the support of your family and loved ones is really what matters when everything goes bad. I want people to know that pigeon racing is fun and that disabled people can do it. And if your kids start young, it'll help keep them out of trouble.